Have a poll question today. Let's see if I can read this one correctly. What will be UT's toughest two-game stretch? All right, so I took New Mexico State out. Arkansas at Alabama, at Kentucky, then Oklahoma here, at Florida, and then Vandy. And right now, that is in the lead. That's the one that people went online and checked. So I want you to take your smartphone, point it there at the QR code right beneath Hearthside Bank. And tell us, play along, let us know what you think the toughest two-game stretch for Tennessee is going to be. Arkansas at Alabama, or at Kentucky, then Oklahoma, or at Vanderbilt, or at Florida, and then Vanderbilt. All right, very good. The Vols host Arkansas next weekend. The Razorbacks should have UT's attention. As you mentioned, they beat UT last year, but the Hogs did fire Sam Pittman right after our show last weekend. They promote Bobby Petrino. Complete full circle for Mr. Petrino. He immediately goes out and fires 3 defensive assistants. Very interesting. I'm not sure well, I got a feeling what you were thinking. And a few weeks ago, we did a ranking here, what are your toughest games remaining? And the panel at the time said Arkansas was game number 3. And I said on air, I don't see Arkansas as being the 3rd toughest game. Your feeling hasn't changed with Petrino taking over, correct?
I would say it went from about a 2 to a 2.5.
Okay.
Doesn't dramatically change things.
Mine's changed a little, simply because you don't know what you're going to get. You can't just go back and look at what he did at Arkansas the last time. When you go look at the 3 games you have with the Falcons, I mean, you're not sure what he's going to throw at you. And we may get into this a little later. UCLA's interim coach took down Penn State. Now, that was at home, but you just wonder, is this a team barely lost to Memphis, barely lost to Ole Miss? Is this a team that's just in need of a little bit of a fire, new blood? That kind of stuff worries me. Vince, does this worry you at all that they've made a coaching change? Or do you look at it and go, nah, same players?
I think it doesn't worry me to the fact that I think Tennessee is in heavy danger to lose because they are at home and they're the more talented team. And, you know, Arkansas still has their deficiencies on the defensive side of the ball. Even with the change of assistants, I don't see him drastically changing scheme to where they're going to get more out of those players on defense. Now, they brought in Jay Adams, who has NFL experience, has experience with the Bengals, experience with Notre Dame and Wisconsin. But is it just a motivation thing? Like, how much with the same players can you elevate? Just the unknown to force Tennessee to have to make adjustments as you go along gives you a little bit more pause and wonder. But worry, I wouldn't get to that point because they generally take care of business at home.
Mike?
Yeah, it does. As a player, it concerns me. And the reason that it concerns me is because you are built on preparing. You're built on preparing for tendencies, lineups, assignments, blocking schemes. Everything is determined on how and what you see on film. They may, and now I know they can't change drastically, but they're going to go in and throw some wrinkles.
They're going to break tendencies.
Yeah, here's the thing that really concerns me about that is the fact that Tennessee, you think about Mississippi State, if they don't muff that punt, they don't give them another one, you know, right down on the line, and you go down, you take that first 3 and out, go down and score, I think you got a totally different ballgame because you're built on momentum. These kind of things, playing at home, Arkansas does some things you can't get clicking because you're not recognizing things. They do some wrinkles offensively. They start keeping the momentum. Those are the kind of things, as the other team on the sideline, even though you're better than, as the game goes on, they believe, and they stay in the game, just like UCLA did against Penn State. Those are the kind of things that worry you as a player, as an experienced player. Maybe some of the younger players don't. That concerns me, and all the different things they can throw at you.
Tyler, wrap it up.
To me, it is concerning, but I also kind of look at the Arkansas-Tennessee game much like yesterday's Vanderbilt-Alabama game. You still have that receipt from last year. The personnel, the going in and firing 3 defensive assistants already with the worst-ranked defense in the SEC, or at least bottom 2, depending on yesterday's results. To me, I think that getting a couple of the soldiers back. I anticipate Devin Hobbs is going to be back next week. I anticipate Jermon McCoy could be back, but that could also be an Alabama holdout for the following week. Do I have a warning red light going off that this is a loss? No. But is there the kitchen sink mentality for Bobby Petrino, who knows there's a chance he could get a second go-round full-time with Arkansas? Sure.
Yeah, I mean, what you don't know is a guy like this, you got nothing to lose.
Bingo.
So do they start, is it fake punt afternoon? Is it we're going on every 4th down? Who knows? That can change the way a game plays out. I'm not saying they're going to lose to Arkansas. I'm just saying it makes me a little bit more concerned. I would feel better about this if Sam Pittman were still the coach, simply because, okay, I know what they're going to do.
Yeah.
You don't know what they're going to do with Petrino.